Yagoy Alep, welcome to the 42nd Oregon May Day Constitution. May we all rise for the presentation of the flags. The flag of the United States of America. The flag of the Republic of the Marshall Islands. And the flag of the state of Oregon. Please remain standing for the invocation. May I call upon Reverend Darrell Lamari to lead us in the opening prayer. Ragagi?
Kamol, chojane chari benron. Kemich kaudijim kamol elegani jilo. Elegant relevan raini namman. Kamolgan Johnny Yen, or Ligadilo Cara complain. Okamujan Kobadogi Benroni Roach. You may meet young Oro in a Lalam Chutaganochun, Kian Anamojanisim, Kemi Kamolokon, Rome Watalakim, Tanagin while Ligadilo Pruer. Kamolgan Chibangayam, when Markamin Maron Tabar Rainin, in Melrilo Anamojit, Kemis Melragayanich. Kamolgan Rain. Relodo rain ralodo Camilo Elegant Relevan Raini Roach, Kamolagan Regan Rain Represent Kineam Milo Island. Impar Rain Represent Kian Island Gainum Kemisper, Chujukumanagianich. Kamolagan family in Cachojo, Maramija Rain Cachojo. Kamolagan Manudeo Irojoro, Lerojoam Hilo Island Guamanich. Kamolagan Kieneo, Prejadaneo. Im rodem jijere charbal ipen im lolor jaga chogun meur ilo island ko amanich chojim lodo kem rainin gen chedo boyam peripen rain rani pokunair im kanono ngan kemuji lo elgan raleman rainin kemi jaje wajinin aje waj kemuji ka chojim ba kom molo amen.
Please remain standing for the national anthem. Joachim Jutakot. National anthem for Oregon State.
Yakwe, everybody. I'm Lloyd Hinion, and I have the distinct honor and pleasure of introducing the Mayor of Salem, Mayor Chuck Bennett. And it's Bennett with two T's at the end. And by the way, he's on his third term, the fifth year of his third term, and he's had an illustrious career, not just as the mayor, but also as a state representative back in 83 and 85, and in those days I probably testified before his committee, and I hope I said the right things. But anyhow, it's a great pleasure to introduce the Mayor of Salem, Mr. Chuck Bennett.
Well, thank you very much. I'm really honored to be invited here to celebrate the 42nd year of independence. It's been a long time since we've all seen each other. We still can't always. I took my mask off just so I could talk a little better into the microphone. I'm really pleased to be here and also to be here in the presence of Ambassador Ameline Kabua and Ambassador Gerald Zakios, who've come into town to join us in celebrating this event here in Salem. The Republic of the Marshall Islands has had a history filled with challenges. More recent history takes us to 1885, when the islands were sold to the German Empire by Spain, followed by occupation by the Empire of Japan. In World War I and during World War II, the U.S. took control of the islands in 1944 and formed the Congress of Micronesia in 1965. After many difficult years, the Trust Territory of the Pacific Islands, established in May of '79, provided independence as well as overwhelming emotion of national pride among Marshall Islanders. Now known as the Compact of Free Association, it stands out as a most unique relationship and one that the U.S. has with only two other Pacific Island countries, the Federated States of Micronesia and Palau. We're extremely fortunate here in Salem that the Marshallese people were free to come to the United States and give more opportunities both for their families and the pleasure we've had of all of you choosing Salem and the surrounding area as your home. In fact, the Marshallese community is the second largest minority ethnic group we have in Salem. You've been for us gracious neighbors, a genuinely loving people with strong family and cultural ties. In fact, the Marshallese presence in Salem enriches our city in many ways. They not only bring a diverse culture, the diverse culture of the Pacific to Salem, they bring a willingness to work in many essential jobs here in town, in the whole range of occupations in Salem. Your commitment to our community was demonstrated earlier this week, in fact. As part of the Constitution Day celebration, I learned that you sponsored a softball tournament on May 29th and a volleyball tournament on June 1st. What a great way to celebrate together, particularly in this time of the COVID pandemic. Finally, I want to personally thank you for your recently sponsored 3 COVID vaccine clinics. I realize that many of the Marshallese community have been gravely affected by the pandemic. Providing opportunity, information, and access to those who may not otherwise have these opportunities is a great testament to how much you care about each other and our entire community. Today's remembrance honors all of our Marshallese neighbors as well as their families and how much they enrich the fabric of Salem. Again, I'm really honored to be joining you here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Komotada Mayor Bennett. Moving on, we would like to invite the ladies from Family Prayer and Worship to perform their flag dance.
Kamolol, pues flagio, it represent flagio aruj armijin maja. Em kejuji lela aruj nabarim kamolol iroj, kene mangin ngan kejuji armijin maja.
Sini walau tangan lajaragan program. Sini rongan jake CBJO han purajata newar Honorable David Kabua imeni Ambassador Gerald Jagio jeni pokotok CBJ han purajata newar.
Pemol dada MC kap Antonio. Yagoy Olip. Yagoy Olip. Yoy, jam manot. Raman. It pajarak iman menodum jij. Ilalgan railagan raini. Imlala kaudej im kamolal chemerilang. Kan rainin. Ilar kobay penron ngan kememe kagemimich im kaudej kan yongoro iya in chemenayo an armijin majo. Kle im kaudej His Excellency President David Kabua kap kamolole kananagar kile payin podok nanin an kieneo im armijin majo ngan kajuit rainin kap chujugun perin ilawar kuki penron yung manana kanyang oro iya ko in chemenain ar claim kaudej manadeo rudar rain ar ilo chujugun perin an armijin majal ilo selamin President Jasper Jr. im rodem jij im rar kaboj yeni namman kamolol elap kan kreo ko kamro ambassador kabua and marong kuba to ipten chukujugun perin rainin ilo dan president war ilo lauchirigar kumamol claim college ambassador her excellency ambassador kabua rugagiro ar ilo kabung koar im rotorein im kajujale ngay marong kachidak chirgaruj melele ngay marong wan malago chirik im pagchichunan ngan armijerain motor im ragar kobado ngan kememe raini naurak ngan kachilo chugjugun perinar. I wish to acknowledge with gratitude Salem Mayor Chuck Bennett. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. To you and the city of Salem, the community of Oregon, for welcoming the Marshallese community here to your city and embracing them as part of your community. Additionally, I wish to acknowledge with appreciation the presence of Councilwoman Jackie Lynn for all her work in promoting and working with the community. I would like to also acknowledge with special appreciation Shannon Flowers, representing U.S. Senator from Oregon State, Senator Ron Whiten, Chair of the Senate Finance Committee. Please, Shannon, convey our sincere appreciation to the Senator for all his efforts in bringing and working with and bringing good outcomes to our FAS community, the Marshallese community, and in particular, just the recently passed pieces of important legislation that have reinstated Medicaid, amongst other help. Please convey our sincere appreciation. I also wish to convey appreciation, although he's not here. I know he was supposed to be here, but due to health issues, he's not able to be here with us. Senator Bill Ansons, Oregon State Senator. I also wish to acknowledge and convey sincere kumuldarap for being with us today, the Honorable Joe Inlet, Consul General of the Federated States of Micronesia. Kumuldarap, Mr. Consul General, for joining us. There are other people that I would like to acknowledge here today that have continued to help our community that I wish to acknowledge. Executive Director Ms. Kiana Angelo of Living Islands and her colleagues. COFA, Alliance of National Network Director Cara Miller, and our friends and representatives of the National Atomic Veterans, Association of Atomic Veterans. Thank you very much for always being with us, having cleaned our islands and being part of our communities. Thank you so much. Thank you all for gracing us, the Marshallese community, as we celebrate 42 years of our Constitution. Thank you so much. Lewat kila im kau dej rujugo rain nejir. Imawalim kujuj rora ko bada kajuri rain kap rain merar kamane abo aibujuj. I wish to also acknowledge the band. Thank you, band, for the wonderful and the parade. President kabiwa jiletakan nanin yak im kajaraman ilo rainin em kun kuryo. Ela chala ke nge president kabua enagar marong kobadok em kaude rainin iperwaj enagar perijin ijo wotake enodar chumor chala president kabua ejper ilo ja lolor jage ko ngan pikot ejmur ilo chicken takada ulun taniran rainin karagar kapet imamen jongona chokolayo echuan yo ekoppai emman kabaur elaptada ngan kejro im Armenian Majal, Emroj Moor, ilo Amerika game. Itamak, kajoy kar marong rongjake, kabridi nan game raurak and president awar, ilo kar newspaper ko ar, imilo raneo, aranin meteo, emar kwalog ilo nan goan, ngan Armenian Majal, kan aurag awan raini. Enod angar president kabua, pa im churong kit im ina kodi nan goan kar kapet im amen chokolayo e chon unen taleo an iyo in kein kalong ro ilo kodi jim kamolol kan chemene inar em e chon chaban kan naneo an armijin majal yo imit kwalak kanta menin kalaman lagi jon ko an ro imalak ilo pujan kataber ko air magmagi im raur ko im ra rero menin chibarbar im kataber ngan keju jawle im lo air kar kadagi kalaman lagi jon ko raur iper chibarbar ko air raur rar merong tel yalo mantang ngan rainin im kagir mol chibarbar yo ngan kiene kej magmagi yo mun yengoro yego ramodalak raini ela bunin bachen kamolol im manana kan lo yang manin air yogo ba kan chongan peran im kata yogo air imilo air kal lamana kan pujan kata berko raur im ngan kacujo armit im remalak kan kaja dirgirik ilo air kal cibarbare nan ngan awalep armijin majal im lel cirigin air ngan kejuaj raini unquote. Nan gain kajuaj ro im raj mor ilo Amerika gain chijloi tokojair kargar kapet pachen amen chokolayo imegar kabalak pachen merungun eja ga chon charbalin chemchara aur ipen kieneo im armijin Amerika human compact on free association yang in rainin ega ledok yal pachojen merung mor chugul tagada charbal impugad wayawin ko rammalak ilo archibang kejot kej pugad elabalak menin charam manako kiene ami ejenut imjan barainut chino charbalin konono koan ipen kiena na Amerika ngan bar lolor jaga emmalak im kajulak yawan chem charain rainin kiene ami emoj an karak peor chilu unen konono ko raur ilo chem charain im pujen chem charain im aigu charbali einot chuan lolor jaga chenin chibango rejitok yomuneon ko ilo pujen chem charain mer chamalak ro wawin ko rajai gujin pak chigir em rajai rar kamman chen programin kakamel mel ko an keni nim chem charai pet em rachangin relak kap chilu ko em rachelet chem charayo em merango an kene wan Amerika yo mit matar ngan ai gujugo igi chen ko jalenem chugjugun perujan kap ko pelagin obi juga amilo Washington DC yogo bayo ilo New York inwat per yumun telem karagawan ambassador kabua rajbat lolur jaga charbal ko ngan errekalagayo yem ammalagayo ngan armijin majo embassy yo an armijin majal ilo Washington DC kabro rechibang ragar merong kajume em karaldok cecala eleng yara loy programa igi chen real ID program takdayo may jala ke mjan chino elok pin ngan kajabla dok charbalin chibango igi chen ajmur ngan army roar em raini nilo congress eleng charbal go me charbali pin kieno em congress jan Amerika eno senatorin me gare lajra kayadan eno kajabla dok snap program aga program in welfare social security em program go chet igi chen charbalin chalalak jan kap chochet kochet chet kamolol state gain kachujo im raj parchibang ilo albawa win gain eno drain matarilo state of Oregon state an Hawaii state an Arkansas Washington state Ohio kap state go odem jet em chet charbali per eno California duo ko kap kochet ipag yenin im par kamolol rodul go eno train im raj ko bay per ijin eno OMCA kabrolul go may gar merong lajara kaya tayo rimala kan eja kay nair ngan pokotok im pikot yalan charaman ngan chugjugun per kay nair ilo chigain enot kich armijin majo ilo echa wa winin wat I kamolol chibango jen rolulgo reber ijin ragar perkobado emem jage lajaragi en wat can living islands nav kabrochet imrich pokonair rolul gain alep alab ijo konair ilo chibang chugujugun pergain im kieneo en wat ga kieneo aruj megarda chibangoan e jai guji chibango jen alben rolul gain ilo ar pigot im lolur jage ceramman ainamman em chakone wan armijirinar ilo Amerika gain I kamolol komo jawalep ilo dan president eliktada I kachiduk ilo ettai pe kich armijin majar ro ilo chugujugun pergain rolul gain pe choj en choj im charwali penron ilo ainamman im karijar ilo ar per ijagain im chej ruainene ye im echap ar lamoran ilo katabar im charbal ko ar raur ngan lolur jage kejmage pamle ko ar chugjugun per em lalewar karakar kapet pechena men chokolayo parchuanalen ilo dan president kabua ijleo jam nanin kamolo lelap em kajaraman em leo nanin charaman ngan kejuj armijirin ilo selamin em rar ko badogin maale barmijin majal ilo ar kaude kememe im charaman gan yongoro yen chemeneinar kabrorar ejage chemenei em rar karkar kapet pechinamen chokolain ani jiperoj im island gawar komol dada em God bless.
Komol Tata, His Excellency Ambassador Jagiyot. Kuya chamarong ka kachita kipil lirigororo flag dance paran marong kamane chibejalayar. Jojum kapobok. Komol tata. Cemarang kabar kapugai lerigrein.
I really highly encourage our Pacific Island population to get vaccinated. The more we get vaccinated, the faster we heal.
It's a safety for yourself and for others. So that's why I encourage everybody to come so we can come together as united and vaccinated so we can put this to a stop.
In that sense, with the cultural aspect, it provides that barrier and that safety to get back to these gatherings.
Now we will hear remarks from Councilwoman Jackie Lang of City of Oregon. She's also the president of the Micronesian Islander community. Councilwoman.
Yokwe Ilop. Iman Moore. Ita and Jackie Leung. That's the extent of my Marshallese. I am a Salem City Councilor representing parts of South and Southeast Salem. Some of you also live in the area that I represent. I am also the president of the Micronesian Islander community, so you might either know me from one or both or any other capacity. So first and foremost, a big yokwe and a big komotata to the Oregon Marshallese Community Association and its leaders for inviting me here today. Second, a warm welcome to the great Marshallese leaders who are here, from President David Kabua, Ambassador Gerald Zakios, and Ambassador Amatan Kabua. To our community leaders, Counselor General to the FSM, Joe Enlett, the Executive Director of Living Islands, Kiana Angelo, and Executive Director of CAN, Kiana Miller, and especially to our atomic vets. Thank you for being here. Most of all, thank you to our Marshallese communities for being with us, whether you live here in Oregon or anywhere else in the world. Today, we're here to celebrate the 42nd year. The 42nd year of the Marshallese Constitution, or Gemini Day. And this is a national celebration, a national holiday traditionally held on the Marshallese Islands on May 1st, and celebrated over Memorial Weekend in the U.S. to celebrate and to recognize the independence of the Marshall Islands and to celebrate the Marshallese culture and traditions. It is estimated there are now 30,000 Marshallese who live in the U.S. We don't have the exact numbers right now who live in Oregon, but the fact that the Marshallese is the third most spoken language in the Salem-Keizer school districts as of 2012 speaks volumes to the number of people who do live here in Salem. So who are our Marshallese community? Men, women, children of all ages, from the very young to our elder. Our community is close-knit and continue to celebrate culture, such as the Kamin, the first birthdays. If any of you have ever been to those are amazing. If you haven't, you should go try and check one out. It's really amazing. The City of Salem, Oregon, and the Marshallese community share a long-standing relationship, in part due to your contributions to society. The Marshallese community are hard workers who traveled here from the Marshall Islands. Thousands are here today, not only in Salem, but from many parts of our country, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Hawaii, Washington, to celebrate today and to honor their ancestors and their communities. It is my pleasure, again, to say a big komotata to our Marshallese community for the contributions and sacrifices that you and your ancestors have done for us. For Marshallese educators who work at home, Maggie, Maria, to school leaders, Kathleen Jonathan and Maria Green, to community leaders, Kiana Angelo, to our college graduates who've returned home like Dale Nabu, an Eastern Oregon University graduate, and to our students from Eastern Oregon University who are here today. Thank you. To our elders. And to many of the officials who are here with us and those who are not, and countless other citizens throughout the world. Most of all, to our ancestors who may not be present with us, but who are still with us in spirit. All of you, the City of Salem is excited to have you here with us. Through the friendship, family, and collaboration between the Marshallese community and our city leaders, our partnership is more than just a partnership. It is a friendship that has continued to develop and strengthen over time. May the city and our communities continue to work together to highlight the Marshallese people, your strengths, your stories, your values, your culture. Again, I extend my sincere thanks to the Marshallese here in the U.S. and those back home on the islands. In the words of a Chuukese elder, who I miss very much, writes on this, "Ekis mi ekis, little by little, little by little." We celebrate you all here today, como tata.
I miss my families and everybody. It's been a year now that I haven't really physically visited my families and friends, and that's why I am looking forward to today.
Family gatherings are very important. Being able to see family, especially grandkids with their grandparents, being able to kind of integrate some of the cultural norms with the greetings, I think is huge within our culture, especially for myself. I'm a big hugger, so that's one thing I'm excited for.
Yakwe again. Again, I get the distinct pleasure of introducing to you Shannon Flowers, who will then introduce Senator Wyden. Shannon, I like the name Shannon. I'm very partial to it because my oldest daughter is named Shannon. Shannon has a law degree from the University of Oregon, but she decided that she likes policy and politics much more than spending her time in boring courtrooms. And so she's worked for Senator Wyden now for 3 years, and I think is enjoying the best part of her life. And so let's give a big welcome to Shannon Flowers, who will introduce Senator Wyden.
Maybe we won't take flight, but maybe. Good afternoon, everyone. I am here on behalf of Senator Wyden. The senator asked me to send his sincere apologies for not being able to join you in person today. He also asked me to extend his congratulations to you all and all the Marshallese people on your 42nd Constitution Day. I had the amazing privilege of visiting the Marshall Islands while I was in the Navy. It was an incredibly short visit. I would have loved to stay longer, but those few short days were honestly one of the most memorable port visits that I had while I was in the Navy, and that makes it a huge honor for me to be here today. On the Senator's behalf and on mine, I wish you all a congratulations and good wishes today.
So let me just say how much I appreciate the chance to be with all of you. This is truly a celebratory moment. And to be able to say today that finally the Marshallese and other Pacific Islanders are getting health care restored with the reinstatement of Medicaid for the 3 COFA nations is really a big moment. And I was pleased as the senior Democrat, now the chair on the Finance Committee, to have led the end of the year negotiations for funding. We said, as you all have said, this is the time when we finally fix this injustice. Given the history of U.S. nuclear bomb testing in the Marshall Islands, islanders suffered a grave injustice because they had been denied medical coverage for so long. Nuclear radiation hammered homelands, deeply affected health, higher cancer rates, horrific increases in birth defects and miscarriages. Many islanders literally forced from their homes. So we said that these are individuals who deserve better, And now with the passage of this legislation, they're going to receive better. Now, people from the COFA countries played a major part in our national security. They enlisted in the military at higher rates than any US state, and certainly having dedicated their land and space to the United States for our military defense. They have been there on all of America's national security priorities. Many, of course, came to America to get medical care, employment, educational opportunities for their families. And what a reputation they have for hard work and working in jobs that increased their exposure to COVID-19. So today, we take a few minutes to celebrate a step forward towards social justice. We all know there is so much more to do. And I just want to say, as we reflect a bit today on this extraordinary moment, a moment that we all said we were just going to keep working for and working for and working for, and people got to the point, well, is it really going to happen? Now we're able to take this time in friendship to say, justice is being done, justice is being served, justice, particularly for healthcare, is vital, because if you and your loved ones don't have your health, then everything just goes by the board. So it's great to be with you. And let's put this story of finally righting a wrong, the denial of healthcare, is a story we'll build on in the years ahead.
Yahweh. Our next guest speaker is Oregon State Senator, Honorable Bill Hansel. Senator Hansel has been a strong friend in the Oregon legislature for the people of the Marshall Islands and the COFA nations. Senator Hansel represents Senate District 29, which includes 7 Oregon counties in Eastern Oregon, where many Marshallese and COFA students get their higher education. Unfortunately, he was not able to attend this ceremony today. Therefore, I've been asked to deliver his statement. Yahweh, and greetings, dear friends. First, I want to sincerely apologize for not being able to be with you today on this very special event as you celebrate the 42nd Constitution Day of the Republic of the Marshall Islands. Unfortunately, some family matters made it important for me to travel back to my home in Eastern Oregon. I do want to congratulate you on this day as you remember and honor those who made your independence possible. In working with David Anitok and Lloyd Hanyan, I became aware of our unique history with the Marshall Islands and the other two COFA nations. I recognize that we had some unfinished business to address in making the lives of our people better living in our state. These issues involve supporting and sponsoring legislation for affordable education, healthcare, and law enforcement. As a state senator, I wanted to do what I could to address these issues. In this year's session, I am supporting 3 important COFA bills before the Oregon legislature: SB 706, SB 553, and SB 557. SB 706, SB 553, and SB 557. SB 706 will help ensure that all COFA people are enrolled in Medicaid. SB 553 will make higher education more affordable. And SB 557 will help with dental care coverage to those of Medicare age. I have been fortunate to personally meet and visit with some of your leaders, including Chief Michael Kabua and Antonio Elio, at a Kwajalein Atoll event in Salem a couple years ago. I am deeply touched when I think about your people's participation in the U.S. military, putting the lives of your young people on the line for the defense of our mutual countries. When I hear that many do this in feeling compelled to pay back and show gratitude in memory of the U.S. for liberating your islands from the Japanese domination in World War II, that, my friends, is a most honorable cause, noble cause, and will keep us bound together in love forever. So let me again today say how blessed I feel to be invited to address you today and salute you for celebrating your long-deserved independence. May our nations renew our friendship and continue to advocate for total equity for those of you who choose to live in America. We are stronger here in Oregon because of you. My wife and I look forward to visiting the Marshall Islands in the near future and basking in the loving and caring nature of our people, of your people. So with that, I sincerely wish that you have a blessed and deserved celebration. Komoltada, Oregon State Senator Bill Hansel.
Mostly the thing I really enjoy coming out here is seeing all the kids running around and smelling barbecue everywhere. You know, the sooner everybody gets vaccinated, I guess, you know, everything can go back to normal.
That is the key to returning back to like normal lives, for us to kind of feel like we're back home.
It's a good thing to do for you and your community, of course, your family, because it's the safest thing to do, is taking the vaccine.
What words, kanalim la shevin malaye. Oh yeah man, during measure them jirat tadri. Hey, sail up and go nailo, arm kiro yeri man aileke. A highland is very low, my sweetie. I was words, kanalim la shevin malaye. Oh yeah man, during measure them jirat tadri. Hey, sail up and go nailo, arm kiro yeri man aileke.
Her Excellency Honorable Ambassador Amat Lain Kabuang.
Omol dada yago komo jalep em kaude jalep. Najijina ko balago tem lam lakina ko by pen Ambassador Arjen DC in the United States. Ingran ko by to alben Stado UN. I'm Kamolo Yenin. For your kind invitation for me to be here to share with you our 42nd anniversary of our Constitution. Congratulations to all of you Marshallese here. And I also want to thank the city and county of Salem. You've been a very gracious host to our people, and I'm really grateful that I'm not only here, but I'm also very delighted that I can be here to share some of this green of Portland. This is my first time here. It's beautiful. It's a very pretty and green state. And I really want to thank everyone for being here and come out to celebrate with us. I want to also thank Chairman Antonio Elio, the gentleman that with the hat that has been like living up the occasion and with his disco. He used to be a very good disco dancer way back when. And I want to also, recognize, Living Island that really had sponsored a lot of these activities and really helping the Marshallese community here to be seen and be heard and be known in this small community in Salem. And I thank them for all that they've been doing all this time. And I want to also say a special shout out to our graduates that came in. I know that they travel 6 hours just to drive, just to be here to celebrate with you. So today, all my thought and my message here is really with our ambassador from DC, the prime embassy that take care of us in this host nation. Ignanot kanan pangan kumiyang remajal that you have responsibility, be good neighbors, and give back to this country that has really opened their door, friendship and support to all of us. Ignan barpage yalage lukundang social assistant. Aga remajal kay komia this is the land of opportunity.
build yourself and win yourself of, of lalin merangana merindidoi. When maga take ownership and build yourself and be a good neighbor. Elukun lap toyan per remanyal ren pokwanayar. Take responsibility nganir ledok. Jab kaman we kabung all the churches. You guys need to work together. I don't care what. But churches are to bring people together, not to divide. And I understand, I use this opportunity to really convey my concern, because it is really something that you have to work together. We all come here to this country to really look for opportunities and build and give back. So we have to really work hard to give back to this host nation. And I also would like for you to look at the vaccination. It is really important. That's why I can stand here and be able to travel from New York to here, because a lot of people have now come back to know that this is the only way. This COVID has really crippled everything and changed everything that is normal. Now it's like new normal that we have to do things. And of all places, the UN was also very closed down just because of this. But it's really opening. New York is opening slowly. You know that it was the epicenter for the COVID. But, with the cooperation of citizens and people like us, Marshallese, do your part. COVID. Social media. And it's really not helping what we're trying to do. For the ambassador and myself at the UN, we're trying to look for assistance. And then it's a respondent community united. And we take responsibility to do what you can. But you only I ever catch the Giloyata. Hukuman Kabayarang Ami, Kaudu, the Aramajan Talana and Rebelli. You can use your own shell lace like what I'm using, because this put food on the table at home, promoting who you are. Marshallese and our women and girls that do anti-craft like these, it's better than put tala lace. Stop it. It's not. It's very insulting. So don't. Yeah. Bring the community together and stand for who you are, and not pretend that you're not a Marshallese, a proud one too. So thank you for this opportunity to meet with you, to see you, and to just share what I'm trying to say here. I also want to extend a very special thank you and grateful for the U.S. government. We would not have been vaccinated in the Marshall Islands and in the FA states, the freely associated states of Micronesia, Palau, and Marshall Islands. It was really sad when, we had the Moderna in the Marshall Islands and in our FA states, when our neighbors in the south did not and have not yet gotten their vaccination. Right now, Fiji is shut down. So these are things that when we look at the Pacific as a whole, we need to work together. And we've raised this, and I know that our ambassador has also raised this with the government, the U.S. government, to please help out the Pacific. We are a small region, and we have a lot of challenges. Climate change is one, but still together we can move forward, and not only forward, but upward, go up as you move forward with your, agenda here. Thank you so very much for this opportunity. Thank the city and the mayor of Salem for being a kudos. We are very grateful for all your help and all your friendship and support. Thank you. Jaraman, 42 years, we're adults already. No more baby step. Take responsibility and take it forward and up. Jaraman. Okay.
I miss my families and everybody. It's been a year now that I haven't really physically visited my families and friends, and that's why I am looking forward to today.
Family gatherings are very important. Being able to see family, especially grandkids with their grandparents, being able to kind of integrate some of the cultural norms with the greetings, I think is huge within our culture, especially for myself. I'm a big hugger, so that's one thing I'm excited for.
Yakwe again, and this time I get to introduce my good friend, Consul General of the Federated States of Micronesia, Joe Inlet. And now that I'm an honorary Marshallese citizen, it really gives me pleasure to challenge the Federated States of Micronesia, because I'd like to be a Federated States of Micronesian citizen as well. Now that's been a little selfish, I know, but listen, all COFA nations are in this together, and the Consul General is a good friend, and I happen to know the other Consul General as well. He's my good friend down in Arkansas. But it's really a great lineup today, and we're really privileged to have the Consul General of Micronesia with us today. And thank you, Joe, for coming.
Yakwe Alep. Yakwe Alep. Eluganamman. It is a good day today. First of all, I want to thank the person who just introduced me, our good friend Lloyd Henyon, for that introduction. I can tell you, Lloyd, that at least I will vote for your FSM citizenship. Thank you, Lloyd. Your Excellency, Ambassador Gerald Sakias, Your Excellency, Madam Ambassador Amatlaine Kabua, Mayor of the City of Salem, Chuck Bennett, Councilwoman Jackie Leung, Executive Director Kara Miller, Executive Director Kiana Angelo, the Honorable Regages, and church leaders who are here with us as well. The representative from U.S. Senator Ron Wyden's office, Shannon. The Senator Bill Hansel. All other officials who are here with us today. And all of you beautiful people of the Marshall Islands, or the Republic of the Marshall Islands. I bring you warm greetings from the Federated States of Micronesia. In the FSM we say Raranim, Kasalelia, Lenwo, and who can guess the last one? Mogathin. I want to say that I did not prepare a speech today because I wanted to just speak from my heart. And so I will just speak from my heart here. We are brothers and sisters, literally, because our countries are right next to each other. We also share the same history. We all come from the same Pacific Ocean. We share a lot in our cultures. We are a navigating people, a resilient people. We all also share a unique relationship with the United States of America, and we have come here to the U.S. to make a living. And you have done that very successfully. There are too many stories of success to name. But if you go around Oregon State, you will find many Marshallese in different sectors, in different areas of business, in the government, You'll see people graduating from universities, making a good living, and contributing to the state of Oregon and all other states in the U.S. We already know what the Marshallese people have paid for international security and for the good of mankind. The Marshallese preamble in their constitution, it says that they are in a noble quest to build your own distinctive society. That's what the Marshallese Constitution says. Your noble quest to build your own distinctive society. And you have built that society. You're able to build a big, diverse, and beautiful, strong community. Everywhere you go, you can see them flying the beautiful flag of the Marshall Islands. From Arkansas down to Missouri, up to Washington, down to Oregon, you'll see a lot of kemims and a lot of parties that show your noble quest to build your own distinctive society. You have withstood the terrors of war. You have withstood the changes of climate change. You have withstood a lot of things that make you a resilient people. And for that, we want to congratulate you. We congratulate you on this 42nd year of your expression of your sovereignty as a people. The FSM also did that same thing. And in our preambles, we say we extend to every country, every people in the world, what we seek from others, and that is friendship, and that is love. The Marshallese people have been able to successfully build their own distinctive society. And like many of the other speeches that have gone before me, they said that the work is not done yet. We still have a lot to do. There has been a lot that has been done here in Oregon. A lot of legislation has been passed to make life better for us. Who would have thought that a people from small, tiny islands would be able to achieve what you have achieved here? And I want to recognize some good friends of ours, the National Association of Atomic Veterans, who are here with us. Thank you so much. This group of people were one of the first groups that actually stood by us when we were at the Oregon legislature to change legislation to extend health care to COFA citizens here in Oregon. These beautiful people came alongside us and they testified in the Oregon legislature. That was one of the most powerful testimonies that we've ever seen on behalf of our COFA communities. Thank you very much for doing that. These are the types of the fruit of coming together. We find a common bond and we're able to achieve great things. And keep doing that. Our communities are strong, even though they say we come from Micronesia, small islands, but we're big people. And we can achieve many things, especially when we come together, we respect our cultures, we respect the country and the host culture, and we work together for the common good, continuing to build our own distinctive society. So, once again, congratulations to the Marshallese people. Congratulations for your leadership. Congratulations for your strength. Congratulations for the powerful things you are doing. I remember the first time I landed on Medro. on an airplane when I was coming from the FSM, from Chuk. That was the scariest landing I've ever experienced in my life. Because I looked down and I said, is this thing gonna fit on that strip of land? Well, it did. But talk about doing a lot with a little. Talk about doing a lot with a little. Councilwoman Leung said, Ekis me ekis. That's a Chuukese saying. Ekis me ekis. It means little by little. Little by little. I know there's also a Marshallese phrase that says the same thing, right? But the wisdom in ekis me ekis is that we can do a lot with just very little. But that ekis has to be constant and constant. Never giving up. Never giving up. Always moving forward. Always going forward. Ekis me ekis. We can continue to build our own beautiful, strong, distinctive society. Congratulations and komoltata.
Wow, aren't the speeches wonderful today? Doesn't that just fill you with joy and happiness and excitement about what we can do little by little? Next, I'm going to introduce you to the Kofa Island, the Kofa Alliance National Network Executive Director. We have been at this for a long time, and now we have the good wisdom to hire an executive director who is going to take us to the next level, hopefully at the national level. And we'll get out, do things at the national level, hopefully, that we've done in Oregon. And so it's my pleasure to introduce you to Kara Miller. Kara?
Yakwealap. So I would like to start by first saying some very warm komoltatas, and I'd like to first say a komoltata for being invited to speak here today. It's an honor to share this stage with such incredible leaders. Excellency Ambassador Zakios, Madam Ambassador Kabua, Consul General Enlet, our two reverends who are with us today, Komoltada. Shannon, thank you for coming on behalf of Senator Wyden. President Jesse Gasper, thank you, and the rest of OMCA for having me. Councilwoman Jackie, Executive Director Kiana Angelo with Living Islands, Chairperson Antonio, komoltada for all of your work in putting this together. And very, very much last but not least, congratulations to the graduates from Eastern Oregon University. Well done. So, on behalf of the COFA Alliance National Network and all of our board members who cannot be here today, Kumutada for having us. COFA Alliance National Network is representing all of the COFA Islands, and one of our most important board members, also co-founder, also legendary lobbyist, Mr. Lloyd Henyon. There you are. So it's an absolute pleasure and honor for me to be able to represent CAN, the COFA Alliance National Network, here today. And I would like to focus on some of the recent victories and positive, momentous things that have happened, like the restoration of Medicaid, like all of the work you fearless community leaders are doing around COVID-19. I'd like to acknowledge the challenges that this last year with the pandemic has brought and the incredible strength and resilience, commitment and dedication of all of the community leaders who are here today, who have been working to support your communities through this very challenging time. And as we are starting to come out of COVID and see some of what the future brings, I see nothing but exciting potential. I feel very proud to stand up here connected to the Marshall Islands and the Marshallese communities here in Oregon. I really look forward to getting to know all of you, hopefully, as we're beginning to come out of this pandemic. I really look forward to what the future brings and how we work together side by side to continue overcoming barriers for our communities, promote opportunities and access, and work for social and economic justice. I'm very proud of all of the progress and victories that the Marshallese communities have made here and also back in the Marshall Islands. And in fact, a very, very large part of my heart is back on the very small and beautiful island of Ibai, where I have had the absolute pleasure of working very closely with the Ministry of Education and the Department of Education for the Republic of the Marshall Islands, the public school systems. I've been working closely with them for many years on bringing marine science and leadership and community organizing and advocacy to the high school students in Ibai. And I'm very, very inspired by all of them. And one of the things that we do at the end of the summer program, which involves sciences, mathematics, reading, writing, STEM, as well as connecting with elders and learning all of the cultural skills that aren't practiced as much, like weaving, like building, and like navigating. And I want to end just on recognizing the incredible navigators that are your ancestors, and that I have also gotten the pleasure of learning from over the years. And as part of the community culminating event of this camp in Ibai, the students who also learn a lot of instruments during this program, they composed and wrote a song themselves. And the theme of the song is all about weaving together what we learn. And I really believe in this theme for all of us, to weave together what we've learned throughout history, throughout this last year, and remember why we stand here together as humble servants to God, to our Marshallese communities, both here in Oregon and the rest of the United States and the territories back in the islands and wherever else they might be. So let's weave together what we've all learned. Let's continue to work together and look forward towards an exciting and a positive future. And I'll just end with hopefully a video that will play for you where you can hear some of the beautiful music about weaving together these lessons performed by the young leaders of Ibai, including Litokne Kabua. Komultada for having me and inviting me to speak. And please come and talk story with me. Let's buenado. I really want to get to know everybody here. Komol.
Komultada Kara. We will now hear from the Executive Director and Founder of Living Islands, Mrs. Kiana Angelo.
Yakwe alap. One more time, guys. Yakwe alap. Nice. Very good. Man, you guys, I want to say I am very excited to be here with each and every one of you. Basically, because I am very, very honored to celebrate such a wonderful day with each and every one of you. My brothers and sisters, my aunties and uncles, nieces and nephews, and friends alike. I can't imagine another day, but I just really appreciate all of you guys and all of your stories, and I want to thank you. I love you guys. Second of all, I want to say kumultara to our leaders here, to Amadalene and Ambassador Amadalene, and also Ambassador Zacchaeus. Also, I want to say thank you to our friends at Kofa Alliance National Network. Please, thank you. We love you guys, all of the board members. And also, we'd like to say thank you to MIC. Thank you for your partnership and your support to our people. Jackie Leon and her board, thank you. To all of our elders who are here as well, thank you for your support for the churches. Thank you. Kumotara. Shannon, thank you for being here as representative. I am so excited to be here with my family as well. Living Islands is so grateful to be there to support in projects for our people. We are so honored to be here with each and one of you and all of our people that are supporting you too. Thank you to all of our board members and all of our volunteers who are here. I would like to also invite each and every one of you to go to the back of our tent. We have water, and also in the back we have some resources for everybody. We have also some discussion about vaccines, so we would love to talk to you about that as well. About the future vaccines that are happening here in Oregon, we have some dates for you too. I am not going to take too long, other than I just wanted to say, Gerald Moon, Thank you again, and I'm excited to celebrate the 42nd Marshallese Constitution Day with each and every one of you. I love you, Yakwe Yok, Como Tata, and especially you guys, Como Tata. I'm proud of our graduates. All right, have a happy day. God bless.
Como Tata Kiana. We will now hear from the National Association of Atomic Veterans, National Commander Keith Kiefer.
Hello to the Marshallese in Oregon and around. We have this beautiful opportunity to give you this video. Sorry, I cannot be there in person, or we cannot be there in person, and we would love to support more, to show you the support that NAV is giving you in starting more and more throughout the nation. We love you as our family. We recognize you as our family, and we thank you for the opportunities that you have brought to us and the programs that you assist us on during Veterans Day, what you have done for us. You've been there for us at every opportunity, and hopefully we are repaying that beautifully to you, showing you what we can do to help support your efforts in any way, shape, or form. We're here to do that, and we will keep doing that. And we just love the thought knowing that we have got this international amongst the French, the British, the Tahitians, and the Marshallese and the US of A. We thank you for this, and we will help you in any way we can. And stay safe in Oregon, and we're on vacation, so love you guys. Be with you. Thank you.
Greetings from the National Association of Atomic Veterans. I have the honor of being the National Commander for National Association of Atomic Veterans, and we wish that we could be there with you. Unfortunately, I'm going to be going in for surgery, so won't be able to travel there to visit you. It's been our pleasure to work together with you on a number of bills. It was a real win here last December, being able to get Medicare, Medicaid for the COFA Marshallese folks. And we have enjoyed our mutual solidarity, working on various issues and supporting each other. If there's any way that NAV can help you in the future, please reach out to us, and thank you again for your support and interest in the National Association of Atomic Veterans. Thank you.
Chalo per Jenikia Kuruto Purajatanian OMCA, when Pokotokonano, closing remarks. Nalachon Kapubongan, President Casper Jesse.
Ya olep. Ngai wan war ya pa ya olep we. Olep in kumira ar war ya olep. So I'm not going to do that. First, let me begin by thanking our Heavenly Father for His continuous love and care for our Marshallese people. 42 years of our Constitution. May God continue to bless our people and our home. I want to acknowledge and thank our distinguished guests and speakers, Senator Bill Hansel, U.S. Senator Ron Wyden, Ambassador Gerald Zacchias, Ambassador Emadaline Kabua, Mayor Chuck Bennett Yoar Kabalaginin,
Consul General Joe Inlet, who's a really good friend of mine. Look up to the guy. Counselor Jackie Luang, and all of our partners and sponsors, National Association of Atomic Veterans, APANO, Utopia PDX, CAN, OPIC, Living Islands, and Oregon Health Authority. Cimarong kalala bujin-bujin kabunganir. Thank you all. I will now address my people in our native tongue. Yakoy komalip. Kile irojim lero jaro ragi reinar alabrain. Imole barmijin majal ilo chujugun berinar. Emini modalak ilo 2000 jangor ralidak yar kabella May Day ceremony kananin ipendron John Wood Peru. United, together we stand. Yar karlimur ilo chino na charbal en wachon president bangaitan koko bay golben iglesia ako ilo president ewa imtelewa yar kajarban nanin pillar ak chur rainin kananin ekajur chenen wot mokoda rotaujin chongoral de kagarjep chuan yo ibiroru yar ralang tongan OMCA ilo echalak chabarewat echalak manual in charbal echalak orientation echalak money echalak katabar ya loge eorchet charbal OMCA loro jagi and what made it chibiji lo kemem chibiji lo ilomich ko jala e chebunin amro pilma kar join the OMCA ba komoron dan chibij komoro gar kanan kaman udak imlamana ke komoro maron kaman udak im chibang armi jerinam yar terege di yo kin kajuan ngana kadak im kaman chimcharayak partners yar joining Mayor Bennett's International Council in Fiscal Task Force Yawan yar midipin non-profit gain im kadak ibir yar kelangan Arkansas im chija dipin Melissa ilo ikam im MEI yar ipuga kakabilag ipin ruto im rutar reinar parainwat rotaujin chongoral myun yar book all of an advice go im chino lurur jage capacity and we went and chuan rolul more ngay chalak chene jaralang tok char incorporate char register in Justice Department in file ngan heram chuan 501c3 imilo April of 2019 IRS ekara award OMCA kan status in chamarong kalala bujin kabubukan minin rotaujin rongul oleb ramelelegan pandemic in chinunan ralang tongan chujugin berinar chalo chongan are vulnerable ak majano elang pamile ko recep kar meron kalaren bil wire lengin chuan taujin dala perret kalawat minimum peren merongon jawat charam ak bil wujud e chalap mange army jele rayab jin chugin charabal unemployment denial kan ga echep kuch citizen ana mereka im caban melalak romerar chaku rotaujin rongol chon yo meben agis kamolo lanich pilo an warane OMCA C3 chamarongar kachi dagum puli crimes ko bajin chibang army jin majali lo chugujugun berinar OMCA agar payout me araji je ebugi 1000 tala lo track assistance program an OMCA agar chibang businesses ko me an army jin majal college students chuan taujin rubugi ngan chuan poroj char labor mangai ngan kajam wan army cha ligud rinang ni mit ilo model go aji chibugi tala kep ka ngan mangai ilo Thanksgiving im krujmut OMC wo de gar lamna kni gili ja go air ole bigli ja lo Oregon ra receive chilu 1000 dala im charge chibang wat achar menboy ren bagi ilo e chalak guideline e chalak report ramarong kajarwal funding go ilo ayuj go air ngan army joro im ngan igli jayo charge kabini nganir achar kabiruru nganir OMC agar bogole berro im report go ngan kien OMC arbar bagi im chen wod report go im charbal go rayo an health agar security jino bugi 1000 dala ngan OMCA ngan charbal go an OMCA May in June of 2022 kamarong kalala pujin kabubugan minin imalung yolak Department of Human Services ak THS mujar approve chimijono ngol taujin nganar lamlage chonar mege community sandar lamnage mak chon chignan ajri re nijir ay the chon kamolo lanich ajri re nijir volleyball basketball ngelangar kemem jamarong kemem ngan ro chiluawa chipung kilajin manat kajin majal chiji brainwot kajin belle job center chicken command resume appointment ugok and so on and so forth pujin kain possibility kujige lo tanakin emeni modala yar kajarban nani ipen ron chon mot boru rainin ngajba ipen ron chamarong chon wat chon rumelela takar kajarban nan gain meneo ngajarong ngaj melalak meneo ngaj loe ngaj kimimich immeneo ngaj kammane ngaj melele gage rainin ngaj kajide gupen all of army jin OMC pai jeni pendron im kalage jeni pendron im kammane pai enchep chichu agen all ran melele kan rululeo im katabarawan ag mission elik dada is kanan kamolol Mayday Committee, Chairman Antonio Elio, Sylvia Lowling, Lloyd Henian, Rosina Tima, Merina Libukmeto, Kelly Simon, Bruce, Miriam Gideon, Carmen Alec, Julian Cadalo, Imolabin Committee go Mirar, planning, organizing, Loru Jagabe, Ranago, Chilu, Ranchid Ranago Miruluna Ibujuj. Ichkanan, Parainwat, Kamolo Reservoir OMCA, Minijayo Arang, Lowell Community Worker Margaret Kalue, Finance Officer Mark Babson, Lugaron Media Jay Armstrong, Josie Nikki Chocolate. Imelek dala iganan kamolol bamalewa. Lalabe chino chubia, lalabe chema relan, ngaila career ro tabel rubugi berro pokonake. Ajiriro niji karawi babilma. Elang iyan ngatan majano. Yung ngatan give up. Agaj kakajuri. Kalawa kamu lolim jaraman. So as we come to a close, from the first day till now, we laughed together. Some teams cried because they lost. But we enjoyed community. And we hope, Iloam Emmagat, as you leave, that you had a good time. And we hope that we get to see you again next year. May God bless our community, our people, our Constitution. Como alabi mamol.
Kaya alikarga chit pungutok net chamalagun programa lo chodinin. Jo tagay magata jan ar net kurdo rugagin. Iganan puginin ko balagu pen na president kap coordinating committee ngan kamolol yem clearin merar ko watu gu perang ilo yen kemi minaro arabijin majelo chujugun perin. Iganan magata bekejojen kile rujugurin nijiriang me emjer kwalangan kejang ke chuan Charamano me MJR kamane ido taru jalep. Wiganan bakjujan recognize akile ajri ren me rebo jagan rio jalak cheneme niya college. Umarang ke chudak rujuran chen Eastern Oregon University. Come on, teacher. Iganan boy kejangan bar kile ren rar ko watu jen ipen iperang. Chen Hour of State, Firvirion Nanin Melela the Gan Rotoraba, Chibilvin in Gate again. Emoto Perang, Chedro Ardo and Pugongo Low State of Washington, Imrabel Iperang Low Relegan Rain. Migan Gay Bakajangan, Ganan Wachin clear me, Kachi the Pendigaurian Rarko to Perang Low Union. Chojum Chudak. Emiganan parainot claim kamolol da chonian gar Tiga oro mirar bar kuwa to gupere jang chinon ngan tibang kajang kar ejaga ruli ni na OMCA ebar kuwa to gupere yang tebet anidok makober chakana komerong ke chojum chudak Emena da ba chebelbelin ke jugan irrin rala kuwa to gupere yang egowa oleven majelin chakanan kamolol kumujawlep kumujar kuwa to kujo ni pendronem rije puredam kamolol gan rainin me eleven auruk ngan kujo jawlep armijin majang Kia ilo terein magana na lelang ani pen rega ki chawe wen kili. Meron ka chida ki pen lelabro lo JRT. Meron chujum man mantam. Podok chuan nem men roal. Ngan aruj ke jamalak. Magana na aruj na ke jamalak programin aruj lo chodinin. Lelang mag chuan ka pobok im kamolol lelabro in kinereng chen charan rai regron. Chojum kijen meji pelle labrin boy eji de labro chiner rain o imalala cholaga pura ignan par kwala ga manana bilodan prisone ga kamirio kan le labro chiner chugujugun perin ilo telogo an rugi chilia en enoge choda rar kamane karweni ni ongani pen empederin reina rar ko badok Emka rigu rain mirar ko wado jen stay again chengan ar ko wado emigran kamolo ilo daru jawlep kenege lo moleo ejer wal nan ne ba chineri lo kobu melele ni eche bay ro chinen pamli arrek pereno chinen chugjugun per imela ber kamolo gen wawono rar kamane pong kwala ke yer re chinen chugjugun perin imigran pegini ilo daru jawlep kamolo gen wawono ar walak ilo choda igichen manit ginar awat lelak chuan kapobongan lelabrin tinet ilo yenin Kamaniot Kigo. At this time, I like to recognize our OMCA bookkeeper, Mary Ellen. May I ask you to stand so we all can recognize you and thank you for your hard work and your excellent dedication to the Marshallese people throughout your work. So thank you so much, Mary Ellen. Imkomortada. Herik tata ignan kacalek chujugun perin. Pilo ranu iliju chimjo nawa choda. And it worked on town hall meeting. And when it come on, ipen empeder reinar, raberijin. Chujim karong chujugun perin. Kan kuilagin me 11 hour. Empeder rein roar raberijin. Renet monenin kamane renet kamane kuilagin iperujilo chujugun perin. Awayone chimjo nawa choda. Chiginione nejilo mencaren me anter lamarim kap eglijane me lulur jage. Tene bar kaman ledo leda kata rejane ngai elenge jala kata rejane ko chojim par jage ta kata rejane im lelan melelin bekujuj aur bekujujin kuila kodok ekarangan kerina nen pederin bekujujin chujugin perin ko wadok ngana rong jagi cerian wan malakin kap chigijukin me kujuj chujugin perin kujujai kujurong jagi. Awayone chimjo nawa ilju choda. Ngai ene jiri lo kareng nek perjin kia. Ako ini berkaci tu kipen rugi ngai marong nek berkoba itu. Aru ini ber pure tangan eme reboja ngana ro rugi pendron ngana ro mangai pen rugi pure di pendron ako ene berkoba gilo carian ilo ane wan maladam kam rugi pure di pendron no choda ini. Ngai riri lok aru Rujai pura di pendron, aku ini baru program ko ngan aru. Kamu ngan negron bayi cincin malak aru celebrate di rainin me 11 hour ngan kejuj armijin majal. Okay, meni no tam ini lelak kia ngan ipen rugi cawait.
Mol coj caragia. Roy ko mol kan iyanin hour kemeta barak. Kumolagan rilo to rin wot nano ko rammanim ranajaram perberin isin kami chuda ki rainim na wan malokin wot anot kami jarong jagi kumolagan ailong ko am kiene am kami chuda chakaron yao kami peri anot aramijin majal kanana mo ko jin kumolagan menodam jalok kome mengarare pensinon kami jilo ko ankilam peren pagcikir ilo cibele kain wot ilo am pagdo karam sinailong ko ngancaraman akaismur akmeno ko yelawot komol kan chuan chinokia arja bi chinopem akenotan mado inampa ke rutoro am mirojoro rar kejbaro ko karkar pakemin marong chutakion chet perber ko ramman rainin Kajaraman ni rot, ilo ay lang ko am. Kajaraman kami ang isagain. Reno dito juda kipem. Aramijin lalagin kami peri kia. Chalo kami oj marong. Akingin katabaro ba kami chuano tano tam karong sakay. Kami kubay penro nalap tata. Pere tamaginam. Ilo kacho kabung ko kami peri. Ilo yakoyawam. Aji oj minodam chalo. Aji oj rainin. Kami harus kukutong na manana. Kajaraman. Yang pagam caraman jen nano ko kanche minainam. Cabarot mino ko rebojak jen kia. Ilo camalako niyanin. Anam cebil kolok. Kami jibaraji wa jilo tan cheeses. Alben kanana kain wa jilo puruam. Kami lo laman na kainam kap ko kami marongan pagi ya. Kami jibu jile biyo jawalep jilo tan cheeses. Choy jan dari ro cheeses kraijim. Yakoy ananich, kamawan chetap ko jar. En imo ke jo jawal, chemina inar, rain rechu da per, romo dalo jen ke, ebe ni ne jito kot, ke jo jawal beno dromajal. Kia to kolik, emilo chabero terian nur. Ilo dan chemenim nejin, chetap ko jar. Amen.
Evo jaket tebar na jane. Poy cargaran yojin chino lain. Chene kaji ban rega gira ka ben te tar ru de jar ngera marong chujum ne ran tel ko joji do lain.
Go,